One of the greatest masters of photographic lighting was Dean Collins. I met him a couple times back in photography school. He also taught at Brooks Institute of Photography, now closed. And he was originator of a lot of very unique, brilliant ideas on lighting. He was basically a god of lighting. And I always wondered, back in the 80s, photography was really flamboyant, so to say. Of course, people wore like bright colored clothing, but I always wondered why Dean Collins's backgrounds were like some really bombastic colors. I mean, even for the 80s, it was like, ooh, that's a bit much. And, it's paid by some of the best companies in the world to do images for them. Porsche and Harley Davidson and all these various product photography shoots. He also did a lot of fashion photography. This is a book I recently acquired. It has some of his stuff and a lot of other people's photographic lighting techniques in it. It's just kind of a rare book I found used on eBay. And the secret is to why those pictures were like that is that Dean Collins, like the Lord of Lighting, now dead of cancer, was emphatically colorblind. Apparently that was somewhat of a secret. I always remembered wondering why he would make all these different proofs to show people, and they would just point at the color that they wanted for the background. It's like, well, you're giving the director, the art director, the choice of what they want, but apparently the reason for that is that, once they pointed at it, that's what he would give them. But, I mean, if it were up to him, ooh, like, isn't that interesting? Like, a grand guru of photographic lighting. And it doesn't diminish his skills in any way, shape, or form at all. I mean, his work was, especially in lighting, teaching lighting, and defining speculars and shadows and diffuse and midtones and where they should fall and why they should fall is second to none. There's not been a photographer since that's done anywhere near a masterful job as Dean Collins, but Dean Collins was colorblind. Like, that is really, that's strange. That's apparently was a secret. I didn't know that until recently. That's interesting. Maybe you won't find it interesting. By the way, the winner of the photo contest yesterday, if there was any proof, was shooting a Sony A9. The winner, he's in Australia, and he was using a Nikkor 300mm 2.8 on his Sony A9. Well, at least half of it was a Nikon, right? Now, so yeah, the winner was using a Sony A9. There you go. Proof positive that the contest is not rigged, since a Sony user won the contest. Thanks so much for watching, and Happy New Year.